If revenge motivates you, go for it. But the main thing is to set your game in order. Is a nice quote said by former 5-time world chess champion Viswanathan Anand. In today's video, we are going to see one of Indian Tiger's best ever game which may have nominated for the best game of the 21st century. Okay, the game was played in 2013 in the 75th YCAN-Z tournament Tata Steel A. The game was played against Levon Aronian. So without wasting time, let's start the game. Aronian is white, Anand is black. Anand played, Aronian played d4. Anand played d5, c4, c6, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, e6, e3. And this position is a famous Slav position which is famously played in elite on those days, on 2014 days. Knight bd7, bishop d3, d takes c4, bishop takes c4, and yeah, these are all preparations, theories, opening theories that would be played in the elite. Elite means about 2700 players. Okay, so after bishop takes c4, black plays b5. Yeah, these all comes under theories. Bishop d3, bishop d6, castles, queen c2, bishop b7, all are theories. a3, and now here Anand decides to play one interesting move, rook c8. A little bit kind of amazing move, but on those days the expected move and majority moves which was played was a6, but Anand played rook c8. Okay, a6 is a variation which many elite players play, but okay, what Anand played was interesting, not bad. Rook c8, and now Aronian starts to play ambitiously, a little bit ambitiously, by playing knight g5. Maybe from here this move is a slight error, but here Anand missed the opportunity to utilize knight g5. Knight g5 was a wrong move. Anand missed a chance to utilize the opportunity, but he played something really interesting. But first of all, I want viewers to pause the video and try to find a better move for Anand. What should have Anand played in this situation after knight g5? Okay, so Anand played c5 actually, which is a really interesting move, but here there was a direct threat by playing bishop takes h2 check. If black had played king for bishop takes h2 check, if king takes h2, then after knight g4 check, king g1, queen takes g5, and here, yes, this could have been playable for white, but at the same time, even black should be careful, as after f3, knight f6, and something like, now the white has bishop pair, but black is pawn up. So I mean, yeah, this is a preferable option, but Anand doesn't want to play this kind of moves, but he played something interesting by playing c5, direct c5, and here Aronian played knight takes h7, which is not bad, which is okay. But if he had taken bishop takes h7, then after king h8, bishop e4, knight takes e4, knight g takes e4, bishop b8, Anand would have played this kind of position, as he has the double bishops in these long diagonals and has much clearer activity as all his pieces are developed, but white's c1 bishop and a1 rook are underdeveloped. So this is a preferable option for Anand if Aronian had played bishop takes h7, but Aronian played knight takes h7, which is an interesting option to check out. After knight takes h7, Anand played knight g4. which is another interesting move heading on to attack Aronian's king. And now Aronian is a little bit in trouble, so he must be careful. Maybe, Aronian played f4 here, but maybe Aronian, if he had played h3, then after bishop takes, bishop h2 check, king h1, queen h4, bishop e4, and this position is a little bit complicated, but yeah, it is playable. After bishop takes e4, queen takes e4, f5, queen takes e6 check, king takes h7, queen takes d7, c takes d4, king takes h7, queen takes d7, c takes d4, and yeah, the variation is going a little bit complicated, but these variations aren't necessary, as the position would have been complicated if Aronian had played this kind of stuffs, but Aronian didn't play the correct way. He made an error by f4 in this position instead of h3. f4 was a serious error, and Anand correctly spotted that and played c takes d4. And now the only moves to take, or else the rook on c8 is beating queen on c2. So the only moves to take, e takes d4. And now I want the viewers to pause the video and to find a better move for black. Better move for Anand. If you have found bishop c5, congratulations. Yes, it is correct. This might have been shocking to some of the viewers, but to understand it, you should see this by thinking at least 5 to 10 minutes of deep thinking, so deep calculation to understand this thoroughly. Okay, let me show you how bishop c5 works brilliantly. Bishop c5 is a brilliant move. So after bishop c5, if you take d takes c5, then after knight takes c5, if you take knight takes f8, then after knight takes d3, your position is seriously getting lot of critical, as here you can see all black's pieces are coordinating to attack white's king, as white's c1 bishop and a1 rook is doing nothing. So it is a clear advantage for black. Okay, if he plays h3, then after queen d4 check, king h1, knight f2 check, knight d f2 check, rook takes f2, knight takes f2 check, king h2, king takes f8, queen h7, knight d3, and yeah, these are risky variations which the game would have gone on if he had taken d takes c5, but unfortunately Aronian messed up with himself and played wrongly. This would have been a unclear position, as after knight d3, queen h8 check, king e7, queen h4 check, f6, queen g3, king f7, bishop e3. This position is unclear, as really the position is kind of messed up. So actually this was the better chance for Aronian to hold on the game, save the game, but Aronian made a bad mistake, again a bad error. This was the third error of Aronian, which was punished by Anand in his great aggressive style. So coming back, d takes c5 wasn't taken in the game. Aronian played bishop e2, the serious, really serious positional error. So I want the viewers to pause the video and again try to find the better move for black. Think for at least 3 to 4 minutes for this move. This move is really tricky and important. You need some calculations to find it. Okay, so the correct move is knight d e5. Yes, it might have been shocking for you guys, for the viewers, but this was a stunning looking move, which is the correct move to win the game. Other move may lose black or may draw black, I'm not sure, but knight d e5 is a triple exclamation move which stuns the chess world, as now black, I mean white doesn't have serious defenses to defend uh, defend black white's king. As let's see the variations, all variations. But before knight de5, bishop takes d4 check is a logical option, which everyone might think. But if you play that, then after king h1, knight takes h2, knight g5, and now black's gone. As here is a threat of queen h7, and you're losing at the same time. You're losing the h2 knight. So this variation doesn't work. So coming back, so we can see bishop e2, knight de5, brilliant move. And now if he takes f takes e5, then there is a brilliant checkmate for black. I mean black would checkmate brilliantly to white. So again I want viewers to pause the video and find a direct checkmate for, to checkmate white. How fast can you checkmate white? Okay guys, it is made in 4. Can you find it? Yes, correct. I hope you would have found it. So let's see the answer. Queen takes d4 check. I mean it is a direct mate in 5, I think. Okay. If king h1, then after queen g1, rook g1, knight f2 check. It is a beautiful smothered mate. So to avoid mate, white should give all his material like this, and then get mated. So yeah, this was easy. But he won't take f takes e5. He will play bishop takes g4, which is what Aronian played in the game. So after bishop takes g4, bishop takes d4 check. It's an important move to look after. King h1, knight takes g4, and here Aronian played knight takes f8, which is a little bit, this is a logical move. But another option was knight g5. Knight g5, f5. This is a variation. Aronian didn't play knight g5, but I'm saying the variation. f5, h3, rook f6, knight f3, rook h6. This is a better position for black, as he is attacking white's king thoroughly. But this may have been the better defense for white. But Aronian went in to take the material, hoping that he could defend the king side. But after knight takes f8, what happens is, after f5, knight g6. Knight g6 is to avoid queen h4. So after knight g6, queen f6, attacking the knight, h3, and now the g6 knight is trapped. Whatever you do, the g6 knight is gone. So let's think, if white plays something like queen d3, then after queen takes g6, you can't really take queen takes d4, as after knight e3, you have deadly threat in mating. Black has a deadly threat to mate queen takes g2, and you're lost. White is lost. So white can play something like queen g3 here, but after knight f2 check, rook takes f2, queen takes g3, h takes g3, bishop takes f2. Even though the position is equal when it comes to pawns and materials, black's double bishop is really stunning, and white would be struggling till the end. Eventually may lose in future if black plays correctly. Okay, so coming back, knight g6, queen f6, and here white didn't play queen d3. Queen d3 was the better chance again to go that endgame and defend something. He has at least a few hopes to defend that endgame, as it is a queenless endgame, but this has a deadly queen to attack white's king. So yeah, after queen f6, h3 was an unwanted move, as after queen takes g6, you can't really take h takes g4, as queen h7 is a easy checkmate. So after queen takes g6, Aronian played queen e2, queen h5 was played. The threat, I mean, sorry, queen h5. The threat is knight f2 check. If let's say for fun something like bishop d2 is played, then I mean, sorry, the threat is actually queen takes h3, a direct checkmate. So the only move for white is queen d3. Rook f3 is another move to give up the material. After bishop takes f3, queen takes f3, knight f2 check, king g1, or if king h2, queen takes f3, g takes f3, knight d3. And now, yeah, this is again a playable variation to defend, but again these pawn structures are weak. These all white pieces are underdeveloped, and all black pieces are looking stunned. I mean, looking great. So white may eventually lose. He has a few hopes, but black, if he plays correctly, he may crush him. So okay, coming back, rook f3 was a better try for Levon Aronian, but he played queen d3, and now, yeah, queen d3 ended up the game really easily. So I want viewers to pause the video again. This is the last time. Sorry for telling this often, but yeah, try to find a better move for black. Okay, congrats if you had found bishop e3. The game is over. After bishop takes e3, there is anyway queen takes h3 check, king g1, queen takes g2, there is a checkmate. So saving that, he should give his queen, but even though he gives his queen, again the same threat happens. After queen takes h3 check, king g1, queen takes g2 is a direct checkmate. So Aronian can do nothing, and he can eventually resign the game. And yeah, that's what he did. Levon Aronian resigns the game, and you can see what a game played by the Indian Tiger, Vishy Anand. Such a mind-blowing game for Anand. As you can notice, two key points at last was his 15th move, bishop c5. Let me show you that. 15th move, bishop c5. This move, bishop c5, and his 16th move, as after bishop e2, knight d e5. Both were triple exclamatory moves which shocked the whole chess world by Anand's stunning play. The game seemed like Aronian didn't do any mistake, but his small errors, that three to four errors, which completely, I mean, Anand, which was precisely caught by Anand, punished by Anand severely. Such a mind-blowing game for Anand. As you can notice, two key points at last was his 15 bishop c5 and his 16th move, knight e5. I mean, after bishop e2, knight e5, knight d e5. Both were triple exclamatory moves which shocked the chess world. The game seemed like Aronian didn't do any mistake, but his small errors were caught and was precisely punished by the Indian Tiger, Vishy Anand. Okay, so that's it for the video. I hope you learned something from this excellent game. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more exciting contents related to chess. And also press the bell icon so that you get instant notifications for my YouTube videos. Thanks for watching.